So, welcome back, folks, to It's All a Show. The drones over New Jersey. Obviously, these drones aren't just over New Jersey. They're throughout the Eastern Seaboard here and other elsewhere in the country. My recommendation is listen. I got some video clips here, and I'll tell you why this is a topic that bothers me. So yeah, the government is claiming it doesn't know, it doesn't know, it doesn't know. It just basically they're just their version of telling you, no, we're not going to share this with you. And there might be good reason why they're not willing to share this with you. It is probably some kind of government project or experiment that they're doing. If it was causing some kind of harm to yourself, your home, your neighbors, meaning like if the drones crashed or whatever, or if it's about the weird orbs that are coming out of the water and things of that nature. Look, they work on things all the time. And in order to make sure that they're doing the things they're supposed to be doing, they have to test these things and have to have ways to get it done. But that's not what bothers me. Is it suspicious? Yes. Is it a concern? Yes. But what bothers me is that, look, there's projects held all over. When governors get elected, there's federal projects that are, or hubs or whatever, because there's bases in all our states, right? What bothers me, it almost reminds me of when the FBI was trying to get to the bottom and prevent 9/11, and you had the CIA, on the other hand, doing the same thing. But because the two departments were working against each other, we end up having 9/11 instead of it being prevented, right? It's the same thing here. Federal government, listen to me. You guys, no one's saying you can't do the things you're doing, because if it's going to be in the best interest of the nation, which is always what comes first, understandable. But on the local level, if you have a governor that is in power in a state, you don't need to inform him everything, but he should be briefed that, look, there's things that we're going to be working on here in your state. We you have a right to know about them. There should be no reason why Governor Murphy was not notified or let to be known to what may be taking place if you guys are testing something. You don't always have to expose everything, because then he would have had an answer. His team would have had an answer for his citizens in the state of New Jersey to at least tell them, look, they don't need to be concerned that this is a project that the government is working on. So everybody would went on with their everyday life, except for the ones that obviously can hear or see the drones over their homes, because they're going to be concerned because they're directly within their area, or it seems or appears that way when we're looking up at the sky. But the fact that you have members of Congress, which also concerns me, because at the end of the day, I mean, when you make suggestions of taking matters in your own hand to the American public, you should be held accountable for that. Because what if this is a government project, right? I don't think it's extraterrestrial. I don't think if it's a UFO. But you got people trying to shoot these things down, and this thing has the capability to defend itself. Now what? Now you have citizens harmed or put in danger in some shape or form. You are an elected official. You have an obligation to keep the American people safe. And that means using this before using this. This right here will get you in trouble every single time. You're sitting as a sitting member, and because you wasn't briefed, or you don't know, because you're not sitting on the intel panel in Congress, or you're not really building an alliance with somebody that is a member in the White House. I mean, look, there's ways for you to do your job without really saying things that make us question, why did we elect you again? Yeah. Whatever these things are and whatever it is that's happening, I'm confidently that if these things were a threat, our men and women will address it and deal with it ASAP. We would never allow for something that we possibly didn't understand or what it was, if it was really extraterrestrial or whatever it is, UFO, to be doing all the things it's doing and not be like concerned. Because look, DC is only about 3 hours away from Jersey. The capital isn't that far away. So there's no freaking way. Understand me now, no freaking way that something would be happening here in this state. Because just right down 95 or 295, you'll be in DC in a matter of hours. So, and I'm pretty sure if something was flying, you can get there faster. So if this is some kind of government project and it's not meant to be for everyone to know, then just reassure the people that that's what it is. We don't need to know the whole classified information. Ain't like you gotta open a whole book like, okay, these things could do such and such and such. They can actually fly at such and such speeds, this, that, and the other. It's just a new project we work. We don't need all that. We just need to know that we're safe and we're fine and we don't have anything to worry about. That is how you handle a situation. And it needs to be done with conviction. So you don't have people going on social media making up stories. Because you got unrelated things, you know, the nuclear material and this, that, and the other. You got everybody making up stories, and it causes basically panic. And as a government, the last thing you want is for your citizens to be panicking. That's not good. That's not good for you. That's not good for anyone. So as a leader, which is what we appointed you to be, it's your job to get briefed in some shape or form. You need to be in contact with the right people. And if you're not in contact with the right people, you find out how you can be in contact with the right people so that you have answers that when the press comes to knocking and they want answers because the American people are telling them they want answers, you can address it with the press. That's how that's handled. For some strange reason, we are putting members or electing people to be in Congress. They do a little bit too much of this without using this. And it really makes us question, why did we put this person there? Believe me, I'm going to be looking at you the next time. The next time the next election comes up, which is the midterms, whenever your seat is on the ballot, absolutely. Because those are things that I look at. When I look for leadership, I look for somebody that looks like confidently they know what they're doing. And they command. And that's how that works. And then this, in a timely manner, not when you make time for it. Just because you may have received a phone call quietly that, hey, this is no threat, don't worry, then you should have held a press conference right after that. Instantly. You should have been already telling your people to prepare because you're going to come out and say something to the citizens of that state. That's what should have happened. And if it's the president, then Joe Biden, you should have done that. And it should have been an instant response, you know, because again, you're going to have people thinking they need to take matters in their own hands, and it may not be safe for them or their neighbors. They don't know what they might be shooting at. Right? So just something to think about. Be smart if you live in New Jersey. If you want to record it and share, fine. But don't be trying to shoot these things down. Don't be messing with something you don't know what you're messing with. Because at the end of the day, I know people made some fun of it, especially people from the South. Oh, if that was over, we would have stripped it down for the copper and everything else, all this other crap. Look, you don't know. Please start using this. And for those who are going crazy to get ratings and followers, please stop trying to scare people with crazy stories that you guys are making up. It is literally insane, some of the stuff you guys have come up with. I shake my head every day. Makes my head hurt. I just can't believe some of the ignorance that come out of people's faces. And my suggestion is, public, please, 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 think first. Think first. Just don't fall for what these people are telling you. And I got to give it to my guy, that Intel guy. He's really good with his information. I give respect where respect is due. There are a couple of followers that I follow on TikTok and on their YouTube because of their briefings and information they come up with. I try to stay on a little bit more on the quiet side, careful what I say when I say it. But in this case with the drone thing, I just want people to be safe, and I want you guys to think, please. And if you're Governor Murphy, Joe Biden, or anyone else, a sitting member of the government, please come out with press conferences in a timely manner to brief the people and keep them educated in some shape or form. Do it with conviction. And even if you don't have all the answers, try to get them the answers as soon as you can. And if it's truly something that's classified that can't be exposed because we don't want our adversaries to know, then say that. Just say it. We will have an understanding. American people will understand. Okay? That's it. Enough with the drone stuff.